Todd Coley here with the Texan Sports Minute, here with a couple TexAnn basketball players, senior Karli Moore and sophomore Ikpeaku Iwobi. Thank you all so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, Karli, as a senior on this team, what are some helpful hints that you're able to give some of these underclassmen, like Pac here, who's a sophomore? What kind of things do you help give them for leadership and assistance in their stay here at Stephenville?
First, I think the biggest is time management. From coming from a high school level for the freshmen and even the sophomores, time management is important. We're on the road, we're practicing every day, even in preseason, so keeping academics above all and then just coming to work hard every single day. There's really no days off when getting ready for games.
All right. Now, Pac, this is your sophomore year here in Stephenville, so talk a little bit about, you've seen, now there hasn't been much coaching changes in the past few years, but since you've gotten here, now that you're on your second coach, explain a little bit about the changes that took place during the summer as far as coaching goes.
I think that between Coach Wilson and Coach Hearn, the intensity level picked up a lot, and practices are a lot shorter, but a lot more intense. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Karli, you, like I mentioned, a senior, so you played with one of the best TexAnn players ever, Kiera, right? So
yes.
How is it that you guys plan on accounting for some of her points and rebounds now that she's no longer at TexAnn?
When Kiera was on the team, we looked to Kiera for everything. She averaged a double-double almost every single game, and she was the leader on the court. And so now I think it's more diverse. We look for everyone to score, for everyone to get a couple extra points to make up for her double-doubles. But I think that the posts, Pac, Bree, and I will have to really step up in that position, and even Brooklyn as a freshman coming in. So.
All right. Now, Pac, we mentioned a little bit about the transition from Coach Hearn to Coach Wilson. Now, we know Coach Wilson spent a lot of time under Coach Hearn. So what is it that you kind of see in her that reflects Coach Hearn and some of his teachings?
I know one thing that Coach Hearn always said was never stop on a play, or even in practice, and Coach Wilson continually says that to us.
Okay. Now, y'all went out to Baylor for an exhibition game last weekend, or last week. Now, or was that Monday?
It was Monday.
Sorry, I'm getting my men's and women's basketball mixed up here. So Baylor, ninth ranked, 8th ranked nationally. So that's a Division I school that, you know, they just a few years removed from a national championship. How was it playing against those girls down there?
It was an experience for sure. We saw so many good things that maybe the score didn't reveal, but if y'all watched the game or you were there at the game, you could see that we had wide open shots. I think we shot 21%, which never happened again, but we had wide open looks. It was just in and out, and we're not going to play against girls who are 6'5", over 200 pounds very often. So it was a good experience and a good, I think, lesson for our team just to learn.
And Pac, how did you feel about that Baylor game? She mentioned some 6'5", 200-pound girls. That feels like it'd really be pushing you around down there. So how was it for you as a younger player?
I think we needed that, all honesty. It was like an eye-opener in some ways.
Okay. Now, Karli, what are the expectations for this season? I know last season got to the LSC championship, had a rough game there, but what are some of the expectations for this season for you guys?
I think our expectations are just as high as they were last year, even with losing the seniors. We have 8 new girls, but we come to work every single day, and our expectations is to go to the conference tournament, to go to the regional tournament, and even the national championship if we can, but just every day to come in, work hard, and to never give up on a play, never give up on a game.
All right. Now, Pac, Karli mentioned that there's 8 new players coming in. We mentioned a few that have already left. So how does this team compare to last year's team?
This year, this team is a lot more transitioned. Like, we're a really transitioning team.
Fast-paced.
Fast-paced, yeah. I feel like this year there's a lot more depth in the team.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for stopping by, and I do wish y'all luck in the once the regular season gets going and everything. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Y'all have a good one.